Take me higher. Listen, I went back and forth about if I was going to respond, if not, blah blah. They'll say, oh, don't respond because your responding makes it seem like, you know, you are guilty, you know, by association of agreeing or not agreeing. But this is my thing. This is what I'm going to try not to do today. What I'm going to try not to do is, number one, speak for a whole group of people, whether it be black women, white women, black men, whomever. I cannot speak someone else's truth. All I can speak is my own and how I see it through my eyes, my point of view. That's what I'm going to try to do today, because usually when you speak for a group or you try to speak for a group, it's sort of like an assumption that you're making on everybody's behalf, and it makes an ass out of you. So, number two, what I'm going to try not to do is just sort of blast this brother here that's speaking his mind. Try is the key word. Okay. Video entails a brother. Now I call him brother, ladies and gents, because I don't know him by, you know, name. Holla if you hear me. So, the brother is talking about black women's attitudes and how we're jealous of white women because, you know, they're getting black men and they've stepped up their game. They have better bodies. You know, we have nasty attitudes, blah, 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 blah. Now, there's a problem that I have with this. And obviously, the first problem is you're speaking to a group of people. Now, you said black women. Black women? It's funny that I saw this video and I just started, I was like, I was taken aback by his, you know, his opinion on the issue. So I started to click around. You know how it is on YouTube. You see one video and then you look and you see another video. So I kept going and I saw a lot of different videos of men that are pretty angry. You know? And I'll tell you, I was both shocked and, I mean, I was just like, they're getting vocal about what's happening. I guess, you know, they've woken up, they're alive. I'm impressed by that. I'm seeing passion, and I'm feeling and hearing passion from these brothers. I'm feeling that. So, I can only speak for myself, like I said. And for myself, have I ever had a nasty attitude? If put in certain situations, if being treated a certain way? Yes, I have. How can anyone say that they've never had, if they've never been angry, or if they've never had a nasty attitude at one point, or had a low point in their lives? I've been there. But it's up to that individual person to come to the realization that they need to make a change in their attitude. But it's only up to that person because it's their life. As far as me being jealous of white women, yes. I am jealous of white women, and the fact of, not just the fact that they can get black men, because I've never had a problem getting a black man. I mean, honestly, I don't know. I hear what these statistics say, 70%, and this is according to marriage, and we all don't want it, okay? I've been married before, been there, done that. I've been married before. I have no problems with getting married, so I don't know about that, but there are times when I was jealous of their privileges that I've seen in certain situations. That's another blog. We'll go on that another time, but I don't think I've ever been jealous of them in the fact of how they looked, how they presented themselves. I love black women. I do. I love their sass. I love their confidence. I love their attitudes. I love the neck. Obviously, these brothers are not feeling it. Okay. I have sass, and if you anger me, I can be attitudey. I have different sides of me. I mean, I have an alter ego. You know, like, there are layers to me. I'm not just one-dimensional. So, what this brother did was pretty much say that we're constantly pretty much walking around like, whatever. I mean, honestly, come on. I mean, no. Because I'm that one person that's saying no. So, you know, about black women being overweight. Now, from what I've understood about statistics, and I hate to do those things, but statistically, America as a whole, we have a problem with obesity, okay? And me as an individual, I will do something about it when I don't real please, or when I need to. But let me tell you what I do agree with him on, okay? What I do agree with him on is you do need to look into the mirror. And not only do you need to look into the mirror, this goes for everyone. Everyone should look in the mirror, I would hope. I know that I do. When you go through a certain situation and you sit back and you say, didn't I do this before? Didn't I pick a dude like this before? Or didn't we go down this road before? You got to look in the mirror. And not only do you look in that mirror, start asking yourself brutal questions. Just start asking yourself the most brutal questions that you can ask yourself. And have a conversation with yourself. But that person has to come to that point when they need to come to that point. You cannot, what I have a problem with that is pointing a finger at somebody else, telling them they need to look in the mirror. Well, if you're busy looking in the mirror, which we all need to be doing, you know, handling your flaws that you're seeing there, you know, I need to fix some things with how I deal with my finances, my life, not what I'm seeing here, but my life. That's plenty to get involved in right there. I got plenty to work with. I need to stop the shopping. Okay, Joy? I need to do things to work. I have things that I need to work on within myself. In that mirror, I ask myself these brutal questions. Why was I in debt? And I answer those questions. But if you're busy doing that, do you really have time to be looking over at someone else and telling them what they need to do with their mirror experience? What we have here, people, is freedom of expression and freedom of speech. And on YouTube, I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly. Let me just end it like this. Can I just ask you guys a question? Why are we the only ones that pick away and rip each other apart like this verbally? I went on YouTube and I tried to find somewhere where I've seen people of other races just going at it with each other. I don't understand it. I really don't. What Joy is going to do, Laria 31, is I'm going to continue to look into my mirror like I always have done and make the necessary adjustments in my life for my life. Am I looking to marry? Absolutely not. I've been through a really, really, really tough divorce from a man that's not black. It's Puerto Rican. So, and I'm not looking for that right now. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with being alone. And guess what? I have a cat. I see nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with being alone and being able to pamper and nurture yourself. What's wrong with that? That's it, people. That's my 2 cents. Thank you, Gia, for the experience, and peace.